And we are live. Welcome. Awesome.
Mm.
Fantastic. Hi, everybody. Zara Starchild here with Moira Hutchinson, who is the co-author of the book called Letters to the Sisterhood.
Mhm.
And we're coming on live today for a special, um, just checking that, for a special little speaker spotlight for our upcoming summit with the authors, which is happening this coming Sunday, February 1st, February
Yes,
1st,
February
uh,
1st.
at 10 a.m. Until probably 12 or 1 o'clock. And we will put the link in the description of this video below so you can join us live. It's totally free. And you can ask questions of the authors. And thank you, Moira, for coming on and
It's
sharing
my
your
pleasure.
beautiful presence with us.
Thank you, and thank you for hosting this. It's such an important conversation to keep having in different ways with different voices too. This whole letters to the sisterhood is it's time for us to sort of link arms and belong together and come into the heart space. I love the fact that this is going to be happening on February 1st because we have a full moon. The
I
Leo
noticed that.
Leo full moon,
Yeah,
the snow moon.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wonderful. And I 100% agree that these conversations need to be had. I co-authored a book called The Art of Healing. I
Mm.
think it was 2 years ago. And we had a summit with all of those authors. And it was so beautiful to speak with and get to meet all the other co-authors and have everyone share their wisdom. And it was just a really beautiful experience. So I wanted to do that again. That's why I reached out to you guys. And it's a pleasure for me to meet all of these amazing, beautiful, strong voices, especially women's voices, goddess
Mm.
voices
Mm.
like your own. So tell us a little bit about what motivated you to write your chapter in the book and the title of the chapter.
Oh, I didn't keep the document open. Here, I have it over here. So it's path. I knew it, but I didn't know it. So it's the path of self discovery was the
Yes.
name of my chapter. Um, I so what motivated me to write that chapter is I've actually experienced 3 burnouts in my adult life. I know how to get into that dialogue of, yeah, I'll get to it later, I'll sleep later, I'll look after me later, I'll figure out what looking after me is later because I'm doing this or I'm busy this or, and so for myself it was that realization that my own nurturing, my own looking after me physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually was an afterthought. And that's why I think it's so important. This path of self-discovery, it's an ongoing, I see it as a spiral. It's an
Yeah,
upward spiral.
absolutely.
As we navigate different chapters and phases of our own life, things change. You know, actually, I just realized that since I wrote that chapter, I've dealt with the passing of my husband.
Hmm.
So my self-care, my self-discovery it's a fluid, ongoing, step-by-step process. And that's really what I want to inspire all of our sisters is take yourself through your path, along your path, in your own sacred right rhythm. Actually allowing yourself the pauses and the hugs and the come back to your heart space.
I
Does that
love
make
that.
sense?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Long been on the path of self-discovery, long been the coach and spiritual guide of others in their path of self-discovery. And it's amazing to me how many women, I'm just going to say women, but men also, come to me and say something along the lines of like, I don't even know what I want. I
Yes.
don't know what
Yes.
to do next. I know I don't like how my life is going right now, but I don't even know what I want.
Yeah.
And so, and then that's where the self-discovery starts. It's like, okay, well, what's holding us back from knowing what we want? What's
Mhm.
what's in the way of allowing ourselves to express what we want or even experiment to see what we want and do that sort of unraveling. And this path of self-discovery is like you said, it's endless, it's spiral. So we discover what we want and then expand, expand, expand.
It shifts. Yeah.
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 Beautiful.
And I often have that conversation with people too, of I don't even know. So I had two themes of those types of conversation. Is one is I don't even know, and that is that, like you say, it can be men and women.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other part is once they do start, and this is something that's really important. Once I've had this conversation so many times where people go, "Oh my God, why did it take me so long to figure this out?"
Yeah.
Right? That I needed this. I remember having a conversation with a client, like, Moira, how come it took me until I was in my 60s before I realized how important self-care was? It's like, it doesn't matter. Meet you where you are.
Yeah.
There is no right or wrong time. The
Yeah.
time is now. That's why I'm saying come in, lean into the pauses is such an important piece.
I think what you're saying is super important and relevant. And also just to say, why did it take me so long? Now I'm in my 60s. And for those people that are in their 50s, in their 60s, in their 70s, especially women, this wasn't a conversation in your 20s. This wasn't a conversation really until the last couple decades.
Yeah.
Where we started to say, you know what, I am important as a woman. My desires are important as a woman. My health is important. My mind is important. My creativity is important. Prior to that, my mother's era, my mother's generation, and I was talking to one of my best friends. We were best friends since 4th grade. Her mother as well, like they had choices. Their choices were super limited. It was very much pushed into getting married and having kids. That was your direction in life. And it didn't really matter what you wanted because that's what you were supposed to do.
Yep.
And so that generation grew up with a lot more boxes in regards to their identity and who they could be.
Yeah.
Not all, a lot of people broke out of that, but in general, it was a wave that this is the way that you were going to go. So now this conversation is happening. They're able to say, oh, maybe I should look into that.
Right.
What it is.
Or maybe I can, because I remember myself that I was in my 30s. I was working with a mentor myself, and she asked me what types of practices I preferred. And I thought, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I was so busy in teaching other people and saying, oh, yes, of course, I'll do this for you, that I hadn't actually sat. This is why I'm saying the pause is so important. That's all it takes is the pause. Do I like this? Yes or no? A favorite question I have that I really, really encourage anybody that will listen to me. How do I feel about myself here? It's such a powerful question. How do I feel about myself here? Meaning, how do I feel about myself when I'm reading this book, when I'm listening to this podcast or this streaming summit, or doing these practices, or saying no to that, or saying yes to this? How do I feel about myself here? Because that will help inform your choices the best way possible. You want to find your yes. You might have a wee bit of a sense of anxiety or trepidation in your belly, but your heart's lighting up and saying, yay, let's try this. That's what you want to follow. So important.
Love that. Yeah, absolutely love that. The pause and the yes. And we were speaking a little bit about before we came on, how, and I'm 100% with you on this, and speak to a lot of my students about this, like making our own happiness, our own wellness, our own inner peace, the priority.
Yes.
The number one priority, because all of everything else in our life is affected by how we feel about ourselves, how we're feeling internally, our joy, our happiness, our well-being, our peace. And that radiates outward into the world. So if we make ourselves that priority, then everyone that we're interacting with, we're interacting with from that place, that foundation of wellness and joy or peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that reminds me of something that I love to bring into this conversation, is to encourage all of us to give, to be of service from our saucer. Meaning, you fill your cup and you continually fill your cup. That's what sacred self-care is all about, filling your cup. And you find your recipe for what that means. What do you need physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually? Those components, and continually fill your cup to the point where it overflows and you give from your saucer, because it will never, ever run out. Because remember, you cannot give from an empty cup.
Right.
And that, to me, that's such an important reminder, is fill your cup first. And that's what you were just saying, that is happiness and joy and TLC and all of the different pieces of self-care. That's filling your cup. And then everything and everyone around you benefits from you looking after you to that degree.
I love that. I wasn't sure what you said, fill your saucer, give from your saucer
Give
first.
from
And I
your
was
saucer
wondering where
first.
you were going with that. It makes total sense now. Yeah,
It's
I
the
love that. Love
overflow
that
from the
metaphor.
cup. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Even when I describe it, can't you see that in your mind's eye? You can
Yeah.
see the cup flowing, and then here, take from the saucer.
Yes. Yeah. And a lot of, I mean, it goes against the mass consciousness program, right? Of
Mhm.
being so, like, we sort of have this idea that if we give to ourselves first, that makes us selfish.
Selfish. Yep.
Selfish. Yeah.
Yep.
But I've actually really embraced being selfish.
And I think that we need to take away the sting of that word.
Yeah.
One of my mentors used to say, to encourage us to say self first.
Self first.
Self first, in order to be of highest benefit to all.
Yes. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Such an important
Self
piece,
first.
right?
Yeah. Love it.
Mhm.
Well, so thanks for coming on. This was just a little primer, guys. This is a taster of what you're going to get at the Letters to the Sisterhood Summit. It's the authors summit about the book that just came out. The authors are also offering a bunch of beautiful bonus gifts for you all to enjoy. So come on live. We will put the link to this in the description below. It's not there yet. I forgot, but I'll get it in there in just a couple seconds as soon as we close. And we will have more from Moira on Sunday under the snow moon.
Under the snow moon.
Under the snow
epic
moon.
timing. Good timing on your point.
Perfect.
On your part.
We were meant to do this a week before, and then
I know, but
life got crazy. And
this is
yeah,
why.
perfectly aligned. Okay.
Thank you, Zara.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. And we'll see you on Sunday. Thanks, Moira. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Don't know how to end it. Where is it? Oh, there it is.